Hi, I'm Bliss, coming to you from Blissful Earth, our 5D New Earth community in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. Hey, before I get started, I just want to listen to some music and to do a little movement and maybe some chanting, so please join me. The song is called The Dance of the Wonderfuls, Children of the Sun, blended by Om Aloha. It's on the cloud. Oh, movement is so important. Oh, it's such an act of creation to move your body and to make sounds. And don't worry what you look like and don't worry what you sound like. Yeah. I'm moving underneath my five-sided pyramid, have crystals, Vogel crystals on the five sides. And it's yellow for the Temple of Illumination. And it's five-sided and it corresponds to Mary Magdalene's 555 energy. Yeah. My little presentation today is going to be on the Heart of Lemuria. So Lemuria, in case you don't know, was a continent in the Pacific Ocean, and it sank about 12,000 years ago. And we had a civilization there for millions of years. We came from the planet of Mu. And we built a city, right before the continent sank, we built a city under Mount Shasta called Telos, T-E-L-O-S. And I lived there for 12,000 years until 50 years ago when I came onto the surface of the planet and came into this body because I wanted to bring the Lemurian awareness, knowledge, wisdom onto the surface of the planet, because the planet really needed it. So I am truly a Lemurian here on the planet, and there's three things that I'm here to demonstrate or teach, to live myself and to show others how to live it. And the first is Heart of Lemuria, and I'll tell you what that is in a few minutes. And in a later video, I'll explain the second thing, which is called perfect health consciousness. That's perfect health, complete health in body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Or I should say it a little bit differently. It's a spirit, physical body, emotional body, and mental body. Be a better way to say it. So the balance of those four and having perfect health in those four aspects of ourselves and integrating them into one. And the third aspect is immortality of consciousness, which can only happen, of course, once we perfect, once we are able to really have great healing in the first two aspects. Mm-hmm. So movement, it's so important to be creative, and movement is one way that we're creative. Making sounds is another way we're creative. Making music could be singing, could be playing an instrument. Another way is meditating, contemplating. And that brings us to today's presentation. The Lemurians, we have a thing we call Heart of Lemuria. And it simply means, rather than our heads or our ego, our thoughts running the show, our mind running the show, we have our heart running the show. Our loving heart, our divine loving heart running the show. Because the heart is how we get connected to the Creator. It's how we activate our DNA into a quantum level. And it's how we connect our heart to other people's hearts. It's through that energy, the energy of the heart. So we have to be able to activate it. We have to be able to move it in the body. We have to be able to project it out. We have to be able to let it in. So I'm going to go into a little bit of an explanation of that right now. What I'm going to read to you comes from a book. I don't have it here with me. And it's called Telos, Volume 3, written by Ariella. And I can't remember her last name. And in this book, they have a chapter on the Heart of Lemuria. And I'm going to read a paragraph at a time and then explain to you what they're saying. We contemplate the infinite aspects of our divinity in order to raise our vibrations at higher levels and integrate those new truths we constantly discover about ourselves. So they say that they don't do meditation, but what they do is contemplation. And there's a distinction there. A meditation is where we go inside and we might use visualization, imagery, energy, move energy, and that kind of thing to raise our vibration. And they don't do that. They focus on infinite aspects of their divinity. So they focus on the aspects of the heart, the energy of the heart, being with that energy. And this raises their vibration to a higher level. So just take a moment and reflect on that. So close your eyes, go inside, and feel the energy of your heart. Feel its vibration. Feel its experience of this situation that you're in right now, of me saying these words. Sense my energy. Notice what happens when I say, I am so glad that you're here, joining me in this. I'm so glad that you're sharing in this Lemurian wisdom with me. It touches my heart and brings me to a loving place. So I can feel your presence here with me. And I would imagine that you could feel my presence, my intention to bring love and connection and a high vibrational energy to you. Next, they say, we start by becoming silent and still enough to listen to our heartbeat. So take a moment, feel your heart, see if you can get quiet inside, and see if you can feel your heart beating. See if you can hear the blood rushing by your ears. See if you can feel your pulse, different parts of your body. See if the sounds of this chime might help increase that heart energy, the energy in your heart. Because that chime has a vibration itself. We lighten the attention of our minds and let the mind talk to itself for a while. So if your mind has some chatter in it, see if you can just let it chatter. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not wrong. Then we allow our receptivity to expand to all that is around us. So now allow your receptivity to expand to me and to the sounds of the chime. And then also allow your receptivity to expand to the things around you. If you're out in nature, see if you can feel the energy of whatever is there in nature. Or if you're in your home, feel the energy of what's in your home. Maybe there's plants. Maybe you have live house plants. See if you can feel their energy. Or maybe you have family members in other rooms or in the same room. Feel their energy. See if you can not judge or label or anything. Just let yourself experience the energy of your heart. This isn't so easy to do because we're just not used to doing that. So we allow the heart lessons that are around us in every moment to inform us. And we store them in our cellular memory. So whatever it is that you're taking in, whatever it is that you're receiving that are around you, that is around you, take that in. If it's a plant or a person or an energy, take that into your body. We shift time. We go into a timeless mode when the heart is in coherence, in the present moment, and in the flow of the Creator. So when you're connected to your heart energy, and you're not judging or labeling or criticizing, but you're just experiencing whatever is there, you're incoherent. That's called incoherence. Incoherence. It's not incoherence. Let's just call it coherence. That's coherence. And that's where you're in the flow of the oneness. You're in the present moment. You're in a timeless place. And in this place, the self and time and space are united in oneness. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You just are being. This is the Heart of Lemuria. Lastly, we send our heart lessons out to the world around us. So we send out to the world what we just learned. So take that little experience, that mini experience of your heart coherence, being receptive to the energies around you, and then send that energy out into your world. In truth, this is the true act of creation. You just created something beautiful. You just created something in alignment with the Creator. This is what the Creator does. And the Creator rejoices. The energies around you, the beings around you rejoice when you do this. The inspiration and passion of the heart are bonded to the inspiration and passion of the divine. So the inspiration and passion of our hearts, when we connect with it, that allows us to connect with the inspiration and passion of the divine. It's very simple, very powerful. And again, it is a creative act. The attention of your mind is then focused on divinity, or oneness. Because where your attention goes, energy flows. Remember that truth. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you place your attention on your heart, that's where your energy is going to flow. It's going to flow in and around the heart. And then if you send your attention to the divine or to the Creator, your energy is going to go there. And finally, this act of creation is anchored into the cellular template of your physical being, wherein it takes form. So this act of creation that you just created, so beautiful, it's the most beautiful thing in the universe, this creation that you just made now. It's anchored in the cells of your body. This is anchored in your cellular memory. And it takes form there, in the form of light, in this form of expansion, removes density, removes fear, removes limitation. So follow the practice, this practice of heart and mind. Allow your being in your consciousness to connect with the heart of Lemuria once again. And you will find yourself in paradise that you are yearning for. The Lakota people, the Indians, Lakotas of the South Hills, of the Black Hills in South Dakota, have a word, Canto Ganoke. Canto Ganoke. And it means hold in the heart. It's a Lakota word. Hold in the heart. Canto Ganoke. So just take a moment and just feel the energy now in your body. See if you can integrate what we just experienced together. And we integrate by experiencing the heart, experiencing how the cells in your body were impacted by that exercise. Notice how the cells of your body were impacted. That experience of connecting with your heart energy is now in your cellular memory. And again, it's one of the most beautiful things that you could create on this planet. And it's very simple. And you can practice this. Play the video over again a few times. After a while, you won't need my voice. You can practice it. And then come back again, and I'll be having more sharings with you about the Heart of Lemuria, and about perfect health consciousness, and about immortality consciousness. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you, I bless you, I honor you, and I give thanks for you. Peace.